Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's lives changed in the most unexpected and beautiful way after the arrival of their baby son, Elvin. What was once a fast-paced world filled with stadiums, tours, flashing lights, and constant travel gradually transformed into something quieter and far more meaningful. In the early days of summer, their suburban home became a peaceful retreat where the mornings began with soft sunlight pouring into the backyard, wildflowers moving gently in the breeze, and a sense of calm they had rarely experienced before. Sitting together on a blanket with their son between them, they found joy not in grand achievements but in the smallest, most intimate moments that now defined their lives. Their daily routine shifted completely, no longer dictated by demanding schedules but by the needs of their newborn. Nights were interrupted by soft cries, early mornings came quickly, and even the simplest tasks took on new importance. Travis, once accustomed to the intensity of professional sports and the roar of thousands of fans, now woke to the quiet sounds of his son stirring beside him. He often joked that nothing had prepared him for the challenge of changing diapers in the middle of the night while half asleep, yet he embraced these moments with a sense of humor and deep affection. Taylor's world also changed profoundly. The recording studio that once consumed her time was replaced by hours spent watching her son sleep, memorizing every tiny expression and movement. She would often say that no song she had ever written could compare to the pure joy of hearing Elvin laugh, especially during playful moments with his father. Mornings developed a rhythm of their own, beginning with Travis quietly heading to the kitchen to make coffee, hoping to give Taylor a few extra moments of rest, though she would usually join him shortly after, holding Elvin and teasing him about his failed morning shift. Breakfast became a slow and simple affair. Toast, fruit, and eggs frequently paused as they took turns caring for their son. Their conversations were lighter, filled with small jokes and shared glances, while the phrase "it's your turn" became a familiar part of their routine. Through these everyday experiences, Travis discovered a new sense of patience, realizing that life with a child could not be planned or controlled. Some days were calm and predictable, while others were filled with unexpected challenges, but it was precisely this gentle unpredictability that brought them a deeper sense of fulfillment. For Taylor, motherhood opened an entirely new emotional landscape. Where she once drew inspiration from memories, heartbreak, and ambition, she now found meaning in the smallest details: the feeling of her son's tiny hand wrapped around her finger, the curiosity in his eyes as he watched sunlight filter through the curtains, and the laughter that filled their home. Those close to her believed that this new chapter would influence her music in a softer, more intimate way, reflecting a depth shaped by love and family. At the same time, Travis began to step back from parts of his busy life, choosing to spend more time at home and turning down commitments that once would have seemed essential. He found joy in simple routines, like pushing a stroller through the garden and talking to his son about the future, promising to support him no matter what path he chose. As time passed, these quiet family moments became the most meaningful part of their lives. The need for constant excitement and public attention faded, replaced by a sense of contentment found in simplicity. They no longer needed grand events or luxurious settings to feel fulfilled. A peaceful afternoon in the garden, a blanket spread on the grass, and their son between them was enough. In the rare moments shared with close family, Elvin appeared bright and curious, his laughter echoing as Travis carried him on his shoulders, while Taylor hurried to capture memories she knew would pass too quickly. Through it all, they came to understand that life's greatest joy was not found in the spotlight, but in the quiet, fleeting moments that filled their home with love.
Hey guys, it's Taylor. I wanted to say congratulations to all of the graduates this year. I know this probably isn't the kind of graduation you thought you were going to be having. I relate to that in a lot of ways. When I was younger, I used to fantasize about high school graduation and, being with all of your friends and cap and gown and the whole thing. And then when I got to that point in my life where graduation was coming up, I found myself on radio tour with my mom in rental cars, sitting on the floors of airports, and I ended up getting mailed my diploma. So it wasn't exactly what I pictured, but I was still really proud of it. And I guess one good lesson to come from it is expect the unexpected, but celebrate anyway. I'm so proud of you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful time and are really proud of yourself. I was 15, and I always kind of refer to it as I got my music back this summer, but I never owned my music at all. So traditionally, a lot of record deals are set up in a way that artists don't own what's called their master recordings. Owning your master recordings means that you have complete control and power over distribution, licensing, and essentially the way your legacy is shaped. It's a huge thing. It's always been a huge thing for me. Like since I was a teenager, I've been actively saving up money to buy my music back and to ever own it in the first place, because it's usually the label that owns it. But I've always wanted this to happen. So it's been sold. My music has been sold a few times. The first time that it was sold, it really ripped my heart out of my chest. And I told everybody exactly how that felt for me and what I was going through. And I started basically defiantly re-recording my music because I wanted to own it. And this was the only way I thought it was ever going to happen. And so
I knew she had a bad kid, and she's got a little bit of a bad kid.
Yeah,
it's not a bad kid. That's a freaking savvy kid. That's what that is.
Defiant.
That's like, hey.
Yeah. I've been told I've been defiant a lot of times.
Well, you are defiant. You're very defiant.
It's like,
insubordinate, Travis.
Insubordinate. Yeah, it's, I think for me, that was the closest I ever thought I would get to owning my music. And so re-recording my music, it was so exciting to get to have that opportunity. But there was still I thought about not owning my music every day. It was something that I never was, it's like an intrusive thought that I had every day. And so we do the Eras tour. After the Eras tour, I had a meeting with my team, and we decided this might be a good time to approach the current owners of it. The owners of it was a private equity firm called Shamrock Capital. I knew them to be above board people. They had been very friendly to us. What I was looking to do, though, was I wanted to buy my music outright. I don't want to be in a partnership. I don't want to own 30% of it. I want to own all of it.
Yeah, and you deserve that.
But it was a long shot to think that they would do that they would sell that asset to me.
It's a big asset.
It's a huge decision for them to make, to sell that to anyone, including me. I decided that rather than this be like a business conversation, I'm in the business of human emotion. I would so much rather lead heart first in something like this, because for me, this is not, I want to own this asset because of its returns, because of its, because of the dividends that I will receive over the years. I want it because this is my handwritten diary entries from my whole life. These are the songs I wrote about every phase of my life. This is my photography, my music videos, most of which I funded. My artwork, everything that I've ever done is in this catalog. And so rather than send lawyers or management like in a big crew, I sent my mom and my brother, who I work with, to LA, and they sat down and this happens. I don't ever really talk about it because it's, they sat down with Shamrock Capital, and they told them what this meant for me. They told them the whole story of all the times we've tried to buy it, all the times it's fallen through, all the times we had gotten plans together and figured out something we thought was going to work and it didn't at the last minute. And so my mom calls me afterwards. She's like, look, they were wonderful. They heard us out. We have no idea which way they're going to go with this. And so I was like, I get it. I haven't gotten my hopes up about this in a decade. And so it was a couple months after the Super Bowl. We're in Kansas City. And I get a call from my mom, and she's like, you got your music. Yeah. And so sorry that it's literally been so long since this happened. It's every time I talk about it. She was like, you got your music. And I just very dramatically hit the floor, for real. Honestly, just started.
It's been a long time coming.
Bawling my eyes out. And I'm just like, just weeping and kind of like unable. I was just like, really? Really? What do you mean? What do you mean? And I'm like, get yourself together, get your shit together. Like, just go tell Travis in a normal way.
Yeah.
And I knock on the door. He's playing video games. And I'm trying to say it in a normal way. And I'm just like, Travis!
I'm like, oh no, what just happened? What just happened?
And he's like, he like puts his headset down. He's like, guys, gotta go. And I think he thought something was wrong. And you come up and I'm just like, I got all my music back. And then just start absolutely heaving.
Just dead
crying.
weight. Just dead weight. Lose
Dropped,
all control.
Had no power in my legs to support myself. And yeah, this changed my life. I can't believe it still. Every time I think about it, it's like, I have to tell the short version to everyone because it is still like this will affect the rest of my life. I think about this every day now, but instead of it being like an intrusive thought that hurts me, it's, I can't believe this happened. Like, how lucky am I? How grateful am I? I'm so grateful to like the artists that helped me with my re-records, because when I did my re-records, I started doing those in 2021. And a lot of, like, most of the industry trades were like, this is a bad idea. This is her sort of derailing her career in a way. Nobody's interested in you doing the same album twice. Fans are not going to be engaged with this. This is not going to go well for her.
Somebody knew though. And
it was like, I still was able to like reach out to friends of mine, like Phoebe Bridgers, Keith Urban, Maren Morris, Chris Stapleton, Haley Williams from Paramore, Fall Out Boy, like all these absolutely incredible artists that like shape who I am as an artist. Yeah. And they like agreed to be a part of the re-records. And one of the only people I told before this happened was like, I called Phoebe Bridgers and I was just like, and she's like, did you just say what I think you said? I was like, yeah. And so this has just been like, I'm so grateful for it. It's just unbelievable. And I was so happy you were there when that happened.
I mean, I was,
because I could not stand.
Yeah. I mean, I started crying too. I'm
you were weeping.
I was just so happy for you because I've seen how you make music. I've seen how you make these videos. I've seen the effort and the focus and the strategy behind what just one album in Torture Poets Department and in Fortnite. And I was blown away that you had been doing this your entire life. And for, your first 6 albums, you weren't given the rights to all of that. And I know what that looked like, and I know how much it burned you that you didn't have that and you didn't have your creation. And I think doing it the right way, creating the fan base that you did the right way, and leading your life in a direction that you were eventually going to get it back somehow, some way, because of you always doing things with the right intentions. So
thanks.
So how does music ownership, this is so crazy to me. So you wrote these songs, you sang these songs, you put everything into them. And don't get me wrong, there's publishing companies, people that support artists out there, but how does ownership of music even work? Like when you recorded these songs when you were 16, right? Is that like the singer
you dumb it down to us 95%?
Yeah.
The singer gets a certain portion, the artist gets or the songwriter gets a certain portion, and then the publishing company gets a certain portion?
Okay, so that's a great question, and there's 2 main categories that we're talking about here.
Go ahead.
So master recordings is the actual recording.
Yes.
It's the actual vocal, band, production, mixing, mastering, that actual thing.
Yes.
Mine also included my album artwork, my music videos, everything that went along with any era of music that I had done for my first 6 albums.
Got it.
Every era.
So then there's another category, which is publishing.
Yes.
I own my publishing, which is why, I have control over, if my song is used in a film, I wanted them to use Taylor's version instead of the original version, the songwriter, can decide that.
Got it. Okay.
And so it's like, noted. I've always been very lucky because my publishing was protected. A lot of artists have their publishing sold away from them, or they sell their publishing, and I and a lot of artists, it may not be important to them. It was always important for me. The publishing aspect of it has always been something I've had firmly in place, which is great because my songwriting is the core of why I do this, why I love it so much, and what I think has made anything happen in my career at all.
Greatest songwriter of all time.
That's very nice of you to say that. It's like, says her boyfriend.
Says a lot of people.
Basically, then you have the master recordings side of things. Now, this is a discussion that was not really brought up amongst the artist communities, especially not with fans. This was all kind of industry-centric and kind of boring contract stuff that like fans were not speaking about.
Sure.
And so one thing that I think is really great that has come about because of this is that I have so many new artists come up to me now and say, hey, I didn't even know this was a thing. Yeah. And when I went to go and negotiate for my record deal, I negotiated to have my masters revert back to me after a certain amount of years, or that I own them outright. And it's not for everyone. Not everyone cares about this. Artist to artist, artists have different priorities. Some artists sell off all their masters because everyone's allowed to have their own priorities. What I wanted, though, is that if I were to put the information out about what I went through, at least it gets artists talking about this to decide whether this is a priority for them. Because you can't know if it's a priority for you unless you know what has come before you and what has happened. And so the master recordings thing, that's your actual ownership of your recordings. To put it in perspective, if I never would have been able to buy back my music, one day someone else would be leaving all of my music from my first 6 albums to their kids in their will.
Right. Yeah.
And you think about it like that, it's like, I thought of it, I made it, I recorded it, I paid for most of those music videos, I wanted an opportunity to buy that back. And that was important to me.
You feel like they're yours. They should be yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think it was easier for you to do, one, because just you talking about this, you're so aware of the business side of this and the legal ramifications, like you're more aware than I think probably most artists are. But being
woman in the world,
it's crazy. Being a songwriter,
says her boyfriend,
smartest woman in the world.
You being the songwriter, being the singer, owning the publishing rights, being able to re-record songs, that gave you leverage and able to make this move, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was it. And also, in my contract, they didn't put a clause in that said I couldn't re-record because nobody was doing it and nobody thought that was a good idea.
Right.
So, and also like, who would be that stubborn? Like who would be that petty?
This badass kid over here.
They would record every single thing
it's so badass,
over and over again.
What was your favorite one to revisit?
Not just that. Hold on, though. Not just that. Who has a fan base that's going to listen to the same album twice in a row?
It's a good point, Jason. It's a good point.
Honestly, and this is where they missed it. You had
you make
this
a third
diehard
1989, I'll listen to that one too.
Built.
That's the thing, is the fans...
You sold a story with the second time you released this album, right? And the fans got behind that narrative. And they're like, screw the first album. We're rolling with the re-recorded album because we're supporting the artist.
They were like, we ride at dawn. Like,
That's right.
and it was amazing because, they're the reason why the re-records worked out. Yeah. They're the reason I was able to purchase my music back because they came to the Eras tour. And basically they're the reason why any of this worked out. And I also want to note that like the other people who are like, we ride at dawn, my live band, they played on all the re-records. It's like, you want to know why they sound so perfect on the Eras tour. They played on all those records. Like they're session musicians too. And that's how good they are. And I'm so impressed just by their ability and their dexterity as musicians to be able to do that so convincingly, because there are actually there's the Taylor's versions one, I kind of prefer a lot of that stuff. I think it sounds incredible, but I'm happy to have all of it.
So that leads me to the next question, Tay. Now that you own all of it, you have the re-recordings, you have the original recordings, what should we listen to? Like, what do I roll with? Does it matter?
Choice.
You're just like whatever you guys want. Like,
yeah, it's really whatever you guys want because I love both of them. I would not have put out the re-records if I didn't think that they held up or were better. I think a lot of the vocals I did on the re-records are better than the originals.
Ooh.
Okay.
But it's like if you found a nostalgia in the originals and that was what you were listening to when you were 12 years old, bopping around in your bedroom, go crazy.
Yeah.
We got them all.
I'm going to start doing comparisons. That's what I got to do. I just got to start doing comparisons.
Yeah.
You're going to listen to every beat.
Yeah.
You're certainly, it's not mandatory, Jason.
I mean, it sounds like a good time.
I'll say this. There's a few good playlists out there that have a mixture of them all.
You've been streaming?
Yes.
Thank you.
I've been streaming for about 2 years now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. That's why we got that spike in the,
That's
in
what it
the
was.
35-year-old male demographic.
Yes, that
Hey.
1.7 billion, that was at least 1 billion of those, for sure.
We have one IP address from one iPhone that continually is listening to this playlist. Did you have a favorite album that you re-recorded that, like, are there different eras that you liked recording more, re-recording?
I really liked them all, but I think Red was very special. There were songs that I called From the Vault songs, and there was one which I think is maybe my favorite song I've ever written called All Too Well, the 10-minute version, where I unearthed, there were originally so many more verses in that song than ended up being on the album that I had put out when I originally put out Red. I made the glorious, fortuitous mistake of saying that to my fans in an interview.
Words.
You know what those words mean.
I love it.
You're so handsome. So basically, I said that in an interview to my fans, and they just like hung on to it. They were like, where's the 10-minute version? Give us the 10-minute version.
Yeah.
And when it came time to doing Taylor's version and re-recording the album, I went back in, found the verses, restructured the song to the way that it pretty much was when I had originally written it, put them back in. And that song is one of my favorite things I've ever done. And it was when we were on the Eras tour, I'm watching people just like cathartically scream this song to the point where I'm like, do you need to go to the hospital? Like it was so passionate, the fan response to that song at the Eras tour. And I remember thinking so many times, like, what if this never happened? Like, what if I never had to re-record this?
It's one of the most iconic parts of that tour.
It was so fun. And so like, yeah, it really did make me fall back in love with that album specifically. I have a song with Phoebe Bridgers that I really love on that, you know, From the Vault. Chris Stapleton was a part of it as well. And I think that one, I've always loved Fearless in 1989 in a very pure way. But Red, I've kind of gone back and forth over the years and been like, you know, like that re-recording it made me just be like, oh, God, I love that album. I've no complicated feelings about that. Wouldn't have done anything different. Maybe except to include the original verses the first time.
Well, we just talked about the different eras a little bit. Let's talk about perhaps the most daunting thing that any artist has ever taken on, which is the Eras Tour.
Oh my God.
You finally finished it up last December in Vancouver. I don't know. What did it feel like to wrap it up? What does it feel like now? Like not touring and being on a jet every day, basically trying to go from country to country. Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. It feels great, Jason, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you.
You don't miss it?
I miss it. I do miss it, but it's like, it was perfect for what it was. Yes, do you know what I mean? Yeah, and it was a lot of physical therapy, and it was a lot of like being in a state of perpetual physical discomfort, kind of like when you're in season, you know?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I'm not getting hit
my first time
by huge 300-pounders, but the heels.
When I saw the recovery station in the hotel room after with the toe spacers.
I got an acupuncture mat.
I'm telling you, dude, the similarities were crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh. She does more than I do.
We're like comparing physical therapy stories, like recovery stuff. But
have you ever tried taping your ankles?
We related on how much
big ankle tape guy. I miss it because I miss the fans and I miss that connection. But at the same time, it was so special. It was like the most formative time of my life. I learned so much about how far I can push myself. And if I set a goal, you know, making that a 3.5 hour show in the beginning of the tour, it's like, you can't like be sick one day and then decide tonight it's going to be 2.5 hours.
Right.
And it's really just like prioritizing the fans' experience before anything else. And my fellow
with a broken heart.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Like,
dude.
Don't you get me started.
Or like stomach flu, or like just like aching feet or blisters or whatever. Like it just was.
Which she had all of this going through.
Usually
and it's
all
like,
at the same time. But
going into her 4th show.
Yeah. And it just, it was kind of the coolest thing in the world, because when we were putting together this tour, I had some really lofty goals I wanted to reach conceptually, because I wanted to show fans, and especially younger fans, visuals and sort of performance art references that were really important to me as a kid, and what inspired me to want to do this, right? So like, I wanted to put elements of musical theater, Broadway, ballet, you know, scenery that you would see in an opera, kind of
thinks like this.
I was about to say, I watched the whole tour. I just thought it was amazing. I didn't know this.
But that's exactly it. I wanted it to be references that I thought were really high concept and really high value for fans, and for them to see things they hadn't necessarily seen before, all in one concert. But I wanted to do it at the highest intensity, rapid fire. You're seeing something new every 15 to 30 seconds. And so it feels like you're scrolling in an algorithm, right? Yes. And when I heard reports of people saying that they got actual amnesia after the concerts, I was like, oh, I think we did it.
Yeah.
I think we did it. Nailed it. That's genuine. I wasn't even shooting for that goal, when they're like, I saw so many things and I experienced a state of euphoria that I now don't remember what happened to me. I was like, oh my God.
All I remember is that she didn't want to meet me. That's it.
That's it. That's all he got about.
And as much as you, and I've told you this, as much as you want to, give New Heights credit, I give the Eras Tour credit.
Yeah?
I give the Eras Tour credit, because if I would have never gone to that show and been mesmerized and just been captivated, and then left with such a desire to want to meet you, I would have never went on here and told everybody how butthurt I was. Yeah, I'd never just been so engulfed in the curiosity of who you were.
Oh, that's
and
really
look at this.
I really
one of the
have.
best things about that last statement is you didn't even know what the word engulf meant before, like you met Taylor. Like, you've broadened your horizons so much.
We're the perfect. I'm telling you, she makes me so much better. So,
Thank you for saying that. That.
But it's like, you see you on the stage and you see how crazy you can get an entire stadium going, and then I get you in a room and it's like, I've known you forever. It's like, it was just the easiest conversation I ever had, and it was just so much fun that it just knocked my socks off, from what they say.
Knocked your socks off.
Yeah.
Thank you. I felt the same exact way about you.
I had never experienced something so mesmerizing on stage, and then so real and so beautiful in person.
Hey, that's
should I leave?
I think so. Honestly, at this point, I think everyone should leave.
I don't know where to go from here now. How many countries did you do the Eras Tour in?
47,000 countries, Jason.
You just listed that in the beginning.
Well, I said 51 cities, which I don't know if that's right.
It was a lot of countries. What was really fun about all the countries that we went to is when we first started dating, he was like, I always wanted to go and really vacation in Europe and see Australia and, go to Asia. And I was like, well, I got a tour for that. It's coming up.
Nice. You got room for a 6'5" guy to
we can figure it out. Like, no, those dimensions are wild, but we'll make some room. I think we'll have to leave some equipment trunks behind.
Thank you for
accommodate the size, but absolutely would be happy to have you. And we got to travel the world and have vacations and adventures when I wasn't on stage, which was really fun, because like Europe was so fun. Australia is amazing.
Yeah.
It was great. And that entire part of our lives, like I was on tour for so long and now I finally am not on tour. And it's kind of great because I'm getting my hobbies back. Like when I was on tour, all I had the bandwidth for was what's the acoustic mashup this week? How do I say welcome to the Eras Tour in Portuguese? You know, that was the only thing taking up my brain space. And now it's
been so fun to see what Taylor actually gets into around the house.
It's like, I'd say all my hobbies could be categorized as like hobbies you could have had in the 1700s. You know, like I get on my granny shit.
You enjoy doing all of these homey things. That's basically what you're saying?
Yeah, I like to sew. Yep. I specialize, as you know, in children's purses and baby blankets. I make two things, and that's
I know that very well.
Very good at these two things.
I love to paint. I love to cook. I have a different baking obsession every 6 months.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Right now, right now we're very deep in a sourdough obsession that has taken over my life.
I am aware.
Yeah.
And I'm very deep in it now. You've got me deep in this.
I'm lucky. I'm working as much as I am. I'm running as much as I am because I am getting the caloric intake.
Yeah, he asked me to send him 2 loaves of sourdough at training camp. I'm like wrapping sourdough loaves in like saran wrap or whatever, like cling film. The sourdough's taken over my life in a huge way. I'm really talking about bread 60% of the time now. It's become a huge factor.
I mean, and she's getting good with making all these different versions of it.
Oh yeah.
My favorite one was probably, the regular sourdough is one of my favorites, but the blueberry.
Yeah, we do. There's a blueberry lemon. There's cinnamon swirl, cinnamon raisin, and this one I've been workshopping for the girls because they love everything rainbow. Funfetti sourdough.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna blow their mind.
No, it will, because they love sprinkles. Like we put sprinkles in everything when we hang out.
Yeah.
It's really
She's a loafer for life now.
Yeah, and it's gotten
loafer
pretty crazy over here. I'm just like always like baking bread and texting my friends and being like, can I send you some bread? I need some feedback. Do you like this one better than you liked the other one? Like I did the rise a little differently. I'm on like sourdough blogs. There's a whole community of us, and I didn't know it.
Oh my gosh!
This is the
amount of people hoping that you're on their blog.
Oh, I'm on your blog, girl. I'm on your blog. But it's like I just didn't know this. There's people like me out there, and this is where the internet is good. This is where the internet is a good place where you can curate a reality where like all I really use the internet for is sourdough and when Travis shows me videos of otters on his Instagram algorithm.
I want
an interesting animal.
I want a wild otter so bad. I just want to like find these little creatures.
Yeah, he doesn't. He wants
why a wild one? Why wouldn't you?
Because
aren't they all wild?
Oh no, there's domestic.
There's domestic otters.
He wants one specifically whose life he saved, who knows that he saved
very
its
noble.
life.
Feels yes.
It's a really specific type of otter he's looking for.
The videos that I watch are somebody just in a canoe.
Yeah, he doesn't want to like go up to an otter and take it from its mother.
No.
He wants to see an otter and the otter's like, my paw's caught in a shell. And he's like, I got you. And then the otter's like, thank you forever with its little paws.
And then bring him anchovies
it
every
swims
couple
up
months.
and you're kayaking and it's like doing this to you. Like that's what he wants. And I want it to, honestly. Who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, do otters eat bread? Can we get a sourdough eating otter? That might be the perfect.
We're gonna figure that. I
don't know if
they do.
I don't know.
They're probably.
But yeah, we have discussed maybe like carrying around cans of sardines just in case we run into one.
Nice.
It's better in principle than it is in practice. Easier to conceptualize.
It seems pretty
the
easy
actual,
though. You just gotta go canoeing.
Which is also easier in principle than it is in practice.
Yeah.
For us in terms of just the weight balance on the water.
I'm on the hunt for a friend.
All right.
Yeah. Stuff you didn't know you needed to know, right? Jason.
I mean, I love otters. I don't know who doesn't love watching Instagram.
This is what life after
otters.
Eras Tour is, though,
Yeah.
Jason. You gotta. It's so.
Travis, I'm retired. I am all in on this. I want to bake. I just don't have the planning behind it. Taylor's a planner, and she's going to have the sourdough alive. We're not going to keep a sourdough alive.
I've folded. What is it? What's the?
He's actually done it. He's actually done it.
Yeah, I've made a loaf.
You've
had one of my loaves.
He's
actually,
done.
Jason.
He's done all of
I've
it.
had
Like
one.
we've set it up where it's like I've got a station and he's got a station and he's done all of it.
Yep.
Okay.
So he's actually baked too.
Yeah, I've stretched and folded before.
Yeah.
But there's just like something
I've
always
weighed,
slightly
I've
wrong
weighed
with
all
it.
the flour.
No, his was rose higher
wrong
than
with-
mine. His was
Jason.
more delicious than
All right.
mine. It's like it's also
No directions over here,
No
Jason.
chance.
I get into the
No
whole.
chance, Jason. You've had it, and you said you loved it.
I'm not saying it's not good, but it's no ways as good as Taylor's.
That's not true.
I'm
He's
telling
actually-
you, if
I
you
will-
took like 2 chunks and you sent it off to the lab, there's going to be so many more germs and microbes and Travis.
Oh my god! Oh ew! the bacteria count.
What is the fungus in this that's on this one? No,
Yeah.
That's the sourdough, Jason.
There's
Don't
like-
even.
That's the sour. Okay.
Why is there chest hair in it? How did you?
Yeah.
There's like
The
chest.
apron's too low.
There's like chest hair in his. There's cat hair in mine. It's just like both of these are completely inedible. But it's crazy how many puns you can make. Because I got bread bags and I got
Yeah.
labels, and so you can really go for it with the puns. You go, are you ready for it?
Are you ready?
Flower Song is the slamming screen door. That's horrible. It's a loaf story, baby. Just say yeast.
Just say yeast. Yeah.
What's the
So
one I was
good
doing
with
with
words.
dough?
Keep going.
It's a loaf story.
I should have said dough. No, it's horrible. Loafing him was bread. It's bad. You don't know that song, and that's okay.
I love you.
It wasn't on the tour.
Tour. So we do have this. I did fuck that up. 21 countries. Did you learn anything throughout is there anything at the end of the tour when you were wrapping up that you wish you had been doing the whole time? Is there anything you would do differently now that the entire tour is wrapped up?
No, I'm really glad that I didn't know it would have gone on as long as it did. Yeah. I'm glad that I got to actually be prepared for this tour the way that I was, because, in previous tours, I had noticed that I would get on the tour and I'd have to get my stamina up throughout the tour. And by the last quarter of the tour, I'd finally hit my stride stamina wise. And I'd be like, oh, I can do this easily every night.
Yeah.
I wanted to be at that point at the beginning of the Eras Tour. So that's why I did so much more training, so much more endurance training and cardio and stuff that, doesn't come naturally because I'm not an athlete. So it's like that stuff I have to really force myself to do.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that.
I mean,
don't you dare
it's
say
how
that.
I feel. And I don't even, it's not like I say that in a disparaging way. I don't care at all.
Okay, fair enough.
But
why do we take it that way? I
it's
don't know
not
why we do it.
I'm like, I'm not an athlete and that's fine. I play
I
instruments.
take it that way
it's just
because
not
we're
my
undefeated
thing.
on the beer pong table. I've seen you throw a football.
No, that's not good.
That
And
counts.
that's not good.
It does.
No.
It does. You can.
No.
Spiral?
Yes.
You gotta be
It's
real
better
with
than me.
because it's not, there's
See?
no spiral. I don't think I've ever caught anything that's ever been thrown to me,
Nope.
near me,
I've seen it.
around
You're just
me.
disinterested in being an athlete.
That's true.
Can you hit something with a stick? That's a telltale sign of an athlete. Good with a
Yeah,
stick.
no, I don't know, Jason. I've never tried that.
Never tried-
So it's
we're
like,
we gotta try this out now.
We're going out back
here's
after
the
this.
thing,
Right?
my relationship
Let me
with
give you a bat.
sports was I grew up in Pennsylvania. I always heard my dad yelling at the screen watching Eagles games. That was always the sports sounds that I heard in my house. However, I was up in my room playing guitar, learning instruments, playing piano. I was focused on different things. I was so laser focused on music. And that's how I was in school. I would go to sporting events so that I could sing the national anthem. Everything was a means to an end to get to do music.
Yeah.
I know every halftime show from the Super Bowls, but I didn't watch the sports.
No.
And so
Watching
Travis,
the Eras tour and seeing that power skip, I knew you were an athlete from the power skip.
you're just saying
I
words.
knew it. It's one of my favorite parts.
Just telling lies.
Just see you just skipping down that runway.
Just looking like a giraffe that's limbs were put on all wrong.
Not everybody can. Everybody can skip,
spots.
but not everybody can power skip in
Oh
heels.
yeah, in heels.
That takes athleticism.
Thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate that.
just saying.
What a unique compliment. So yeah, I definitely became obsessed with sports when it came to him. I'm competitive on his behalf, but like if you and me are going to go against each other in something athletic, like I'm going to let you win because this to me, like I don't see what do the points even mean if I'm doing it. I'm a fan of athletics and the sports. If I'm doing the sports, like I'm throwing like this because I don't really care if it goes where it's supposed to go.
Interesting.
It doesn't bother me. And when I
Until we're
don't
in a
make the
heated
catch,
battle.
I'm not embarrassed.
No?
That's
She's
fine.
She's a good teammate, so she'll give effort if it's teamed up. If it's individual sports, she's not going to care. But if she needs to be held accountable,
If I'm on his team and we're
she'll
playing
show
beer
up.
pong or something, like I'm really trying.
You're in it. So you're a team sports.
Because this matters to him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a team
you're all
sports
in.
gal.
Yeah.
Put me on an Olympic one person trying to do some stuff sport. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm getting out of here. Yeah.
I'm doing this. I care.
Okay.
I'm doing
All right.
this. I care. This care a lot.
We're doing this. We're kneading
This,
dough.
I don't
Kneading dough. We
care.
care.
He's stretching forward,
I don't
stretching
care if
forward.
this happens. I don't care if this goes here. It's not part of my metrics for my self-worth.
All right. That's probably very healthy, to be honest with you.
Hey, I was like, as long as you're fine with this.
What? No, I'm completely fine with you being an athlete. Yeah.
I'm not an athlete. I'm never going to be.
You just missed the whole point.
Yeah.
What?
He sees what he wants to see, and it bodes well for me.
Do you have a favorite thing from the Eras Tour?
I have a lot of favorite things from the Eras Tour. I would look out and I would see a lot of bonding happening between generations of people.
Gosh, that's so true.
It was really wonderful. It was like the most incredible feeling in the world because I can see all that. I've got LASIK. I have incredible vision. Basically, the Eras Tour, I think one of my favorite things was when the fans would come up with their own traditions, right?
Oh, so cool.
Because I can plan a stage show that's like, we know exactly what's happening, when it's going to happen. It's very stage managed. It's a whole production, right? And I love to plan. But I also do love surprises. Like there's a time during the European of the Eras Tour, there's a song called Willow where we do a performance where we have these, it's a very witchy performance. We have these light up orbs and we're in cloaks and it's all very woo. The fans decided that they were going to bring their own light up orbs. And by that, I mean balloons that they would blow up in the audience. And then they would they would use their phone light behind it and create a light up orb. When I tell you I looked out, or a glow stick, whatever. They would figure out ways to illuminate them themselves. And it was insane to look out and see spontaneously thousands of these orbs just go up. And I'd just be like, I don't even know who organized this. Yeah. Was there a group text? How did you guys even do this? It was so cool. Special.
Yeah.
It felt like we were all part of something together in a way that couldn't be planned. And there's, as much as I love and relish in planning, it was really fun that they would do things to sort of delight me every once in a while. They had little chants. They had all these traditions. By the end of the tour, it was like Rocky Horror Picture Show, where they have their own. They have their own show,
literally.
Right.
It was. I remember being in Gelsenkirchen, Germany.
And you know what?
What did you just say?
Gelsenkirchen.
Love is him learning that.
Yeah.
That's a city?
He came to Gelsenkirchen.
I think that's how you say it.
Supported me there.
I've never heard of this.
If you say it with a German accent, it probably sounds more like the actual city, but my American accent is Gelsenkirchen.
Gelsenkirchen.
And I remember seeing that part of the show, and they were literally doing circles and putting the orbs up in the air and passing them to each other like they were performing.
It was so beautiful. They were so committed. I've never played for crowds that were as committed.
Yeah.
So I think I loved the event of it. I'm always trying to figure out how to make music into more of an event, right? How do we make it romantic? How do we make it something that people experience together? And, that's why I love vinyl. That's why I love, putting so much into the tour or a music video or events or activities for them to do or Easter eggs or little puzzles for them to solve. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's just like, it's a little bit, people are like, the Easter eggs thing is getting a little Zodiac killer at this point. I'm like, as long as they like it, you know?
How do you go about like knowing how to do an Easter egg? I don't even know, like, where does that process start? Are you like,
well, I have some parameters.
What is the art of the Easter egg?
The art of the Easter egg is that there's do's and don'ts, right? Like, I'm never going to plant an Easter egg that ties back to my personal life. It's always going to be towards music or a musical, something I'm coming up with, something I have coming up, a plan I have coming together, something that you don't know I'm saying for a specific reason that you'll hear later and you'll go back and be like, oh my God. Like, I think my favorite one of those was I was given an honorary doctorate from NYU, and I made the commencement speech, and I put so many lyrical Easter eggs in that speech that when the Midnights album came out after that, the fans were like, the whole speech was an Easter egg.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, that's really fun because they find it fun.
For sure.
And also just, I love numerology. I love math stuff. I love dates. I love that stuff, like, I find really fun. And I want Easter eggs to be a certain thing where, like, if you are a part of the fandom and you want to experience like music in a normal way, then you don't even see these. You don't even care what that thing is above that doorway, under that dimly lit flickering light over there that's upside down backwards in Braille. You don't need to know what that is.
I love this. Yeah.
But if you want to look at that,
but if you do,
then it's there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you know, you know.
If you're in the know,
you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then you know.
Let's talk about something I don't know. What is numerology? You threw that phrase out there like that's a comment. What is numerology?
You don't know what numerology is?
Jason?
I'm assuming something with numbers.
Yeah, like I'm 87 and she's 13.
Yeah, literally, it's that simple. Just numbers.
And 100.
Yeah, 13 plus 87 equals 100. That's numerology. Like,
but what is
numbers that have a specific significance. Like, yeah, exactly.
Keep it
like
100?
Yeah. Do you not keep it 100 ever?
I'm trying to. I attempt to.
It's crazy that you don't.
What numbers do I have?
You're just admitting that like that.
Kylie, I don't know how to do this.
It's okay. It's not for everyone.
My favorite number is 13, though. It always has been. Travis.
I know. Yeah. And that's part of the numerology of why we're dating.
Okay.
Part of it.
It's
been in my life, my whole life.
Travis likes people that like the number 13.
Yeah. Yes.
What does liking the number 13 say about us, though?
It says that we're family. In trichodectophilia, I think it is the
what
obsession with.
No, man, with 13. It's every day, dude. This is every day.
That's a real thing.
You know what that means?
This is every day.
He knows
trichodectophilia. So that's the obsession with specifically number 13 or something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, triskaidekaphobia is when you hate 13. Triskaidekaphilia is when you love it.
Philia is love. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I think it was like everybody else was afraid of number 13. So I'm like,
that's
I like
a phobia.
13.
That's a phobia.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just being contrarian, which I love. I love that about you.
All right. Well,
you're just like, you want to do this? I'm going to do this.
That's exactly how I sound.
Oh, Jason.
Let's get
Jason.
All right. Favorite thing about the Eras Tour was, besides going to it and just being like this amazed at everything. I think I was on another podcast recently, just like all of the songs, everything you just talked about, where it changes so much, right? There's something new every 20, 30 seconds. It was incredible. The nonstop length of it. But I'm going to be remiss if I don't say one of the things that I loved is watching Travis Kelce get on the stage. The man in the tuxedo.
It was so good. It was so special. That was like, we were like, that came out because we thought we were doing a bit. Like, we both thought we were just joking. Because a lot of what we're saying is like inside of a bit and we're laughing the whole time. And every once in a while, one of us will be like, are you serious? Like, I could be. I could be serious. Are you serious?
I was serious in and in terrifying fashion. I was like, yeah.
It was like wouldn't it be funny if kind of thing.
Fun.
Yep.
And
I would try not to fuck this up.
It was so...
No, the show's perfect. You don't want to fuck the show up, do you, Taylor?
But I knew you were going to be down for it. I knew you were, if you wanted to do it. Like, I was never going to pressure you to do it. But the fact that when we were talking about it, we were joking, I saw that little twinkle in your eye where I was like, oh, he wants to do it.
You want me to go
He
on
wants
stage?
to do it.
He wants to?
Do you want me to go on stage?
Yeah, you got up there.
I'll do it.
You were so good. Every single beat, his comedic timing is crazy. Like,
It is good.
and when the lights are bright, he slows down time. Like, that's when he
Well, no, I just black
thrives.
out and hope that it ends out like perfect.
That's you said.
That's
you and
just-
I are saying the same thing.
I did. I
a big
honestly,
blackout
yeah,
guy. Yeah.
yeah. Like, I rose from that stage, and I saw how many people
Dude.
are looking at you, and I
yeah.
was just like, blackout.
You looked so good.
Yeah.
It was so amazing. Like, it was one of the loudest, if
Sorry,
not the
man.
loudest screams I've ever heard on the tour.
It was insane.
It really was.
How many, Trev, you played football in some of the biggest stadiums you've been in
there's
front.
nothing
People have
like
been staring
this.
at your whole life. What
nothing
was
like
that
this.
moment like?
There's nothing like this.
Were you
I felt
nervous?
like an ant.
Were
I
you
felt
nervous?
like the smallest piece of life ever. Like that entire stadium, the
Yeah.
floor.
Like, what are all these people doing on the field?
Holy, I didn't know this place felt like this. Oh my gosh. What is going on? I have to pick her up now. Okay, here we go. Don't drop her. Don't drop her.
Don't drop the
So
baby.
funny
Don't drop the
that
baby.
you were actually scared about that. You could like throw me over a mountain and like climb the
don't-
mountain and
listen,
catch me on the other
listen.
side. Like,
Football players drop balls all the time. This is not a
oh my God, it was so good. It was London. It was Wembley Stadium. It was,
Yep.
those were such special shows. And we had just, wasn't this the week that I got to watch Jason meet the royal family?
It was.
It was.
Yeah, I knew you were serious when I was like, Jason, do you want to go meet? And
he was like,
and
what do I do with my beer?
Yeah, I watched him have this moment with his beer where he's just like, but I want to take it, but I know that I probably should not take it.
That's right.
I watched this happen, and it was kind of the most
What do I
amazing.
do when I meet?
I like that
bow?
you picked up on it because that was
I bow?
exactly what was going
Yeah,
in
if
my
I
head.
don't have my beer, what do I do with this hand now?
Is it
like-
disrespectful to have a beer when you
Yeah.
need royalty?
Or am I just like being authentic by having the beer? I would normally have the beer. Wouldn't they want me to be myself? I'm watching you say that in your head.
Yep.
And it was fantastic. I don't know.
Such a-
I'll always
such a
remember
fun
that.
memory.
It was just like I'll always remember meeting you for the first time, Jason.
Do we need to talk about that? That time I
Yeah.
did hold on to my beer.
You did.
What was, I guess you brought it up. What was that first impression like? Did you know I was told to be on my best behavior?
I didn't know what you were told, but I did know that one of the first things I saw was like you say to Kylie, I was just shotgunning beers with the Bills Mafia, and I really want to go through one of the fire tables.
Yep.
I want to jump through it. I want to jump onto the flaming table. And she goes, okay, can we not do that right now?
Yeah, guy.
And since then, I've heard her say that exact thing to your 4-year-old. About like, mommy, I want to throw this pudding on the wall. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
fun? Can we
Yeah.
not do it right now?
That's a
Jason?
common phrase for.
And so I meet you. You're exactly as I thought you would be. Kylie is exactly as I thought she would be. Just like the realest, the smartest, the coolest. You're fantastic. Obviously, you know that. And then I swear to God, Jason, you flew through the window at light speed. I've never seen someone so big move so fast.
It's impressive.
It's like, you know when you
impressive.
see a cricket and it's here?
Yeah.
And then it's gone,
Yeah.
and it's 16 feet that way. You're like, did it just jump up that way? How did it do that?
And he gets more athletic the more
The
drunk
more
he
beers.
gets.
I mean, it's
It
real.
was wild.
I really should have
insane.
played in the NFL drunk. I think
was-
it would have been
you should,
better.
Nobody
you know
should
what?
ever do that.
Not know.
Nobody should
At
ever
this
do
point, I would never argue with that. And all of a sudden, like, you're out there in the snow. You're handing me children through the window. Like,
I was trying to. That
it's
was
fully.
not my best moment.
It was. And like, I think it actually was. And I'm
She's
really
like,
grateful.
Taylor. I was like, you want to see Taylor? I got you. Let's go.
We're going in.
Whose kid is that, Jason?
Don't
Do
know.
you know where this kid came from? But yeah, I think it was your best moment, and I think I'm very lucky to have gotten to see it. I love this like new world that Travis has shown me, because it's so fun. It's so exciting. There's so much pressure on these players that I kind of was like, I've only ever been in music and been like, seeing that, but the pressure on sports is just such a different type that I have such a respect for everyone. Like everyone I meet on his team, like everyone I see doing this, I'm just like, you've been focused on this since you were a kid, and it shows. Well,
and I'm sure there's a lot of relatability there. Anybody trying to be the best at what they do and dedicating their lives to it. I mean, yeah.
And I've been so lucky because I never have gotten to see what the suite looks like when I play the game.
Because they didn't have a camera.
I never get to see my friends and family. I never get. So now, whenever I make a play, I get to see it, what it actually looks like, how much fun they're having, what the type of support that I get, and how crazy it gets. So the Vegas Super Bowl, there was a camera on the suite, and when Nicole scored that touchdown, and to see everybody in that suite start jumping on each other.
People are body slamming each other into other rooms. It was so violent.
It's giving me the chills right now.
Everybody.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
That video.
To get everybody going crazy.
People went down. Like, there were people punching each other. It was like absolute chaos. And like, I have every memory of that. Like every memory of that moment is intact, but it's just like screaming and thrashing around and trying not to be taken down by this undertow of your friends going absolutely apeshit.
I loved every bit of it.
Oh, it was so insane.
I mean, the suite that is the Travis Kelce suite that has been happening. What was your first impression of that? Of everybody in there?
Oh,
who's the MVP of the suite? Who's the MVP of the suite?
Okay, so he's got, which is an incredible, like a huge green flag, is that Travis has had the same friends since he's probably 4 years old.
Yes,
literally.
And he's incredibly good at maintaining friendships, and he's so loyal, and his friends are equally loyal, and they're just the funniest, most hilarious group of people.
Yeah, and you want to talk about green flags. The first game she went to, the Bears game, she literally went through the front door of the stadium.
Yeah, we walked right in.
Just right in, like general admission?
Through general admission, with everybody on the bus to the game.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, oh, she's just in it. Yeah. She's down for the ride. She's here for the fun. She's like, I'll fucking go. I'll go through the mud. I'll be a part of Chiefs Kingdom.
Like, if this is where we walk in, this is where we walk in. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an alternative. I'm like, we just played here 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And we went a different way, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to backseat drive this shit.
What was that like? What were people doing?
I remember using, like, Ross was like, Ross is so tall and so broad that it's like that helps a lot. And then just, you have a lot of other just like big bulky dudes that you're friends with. Yeah. Yep. Green flag, not threatened by other guys.
That's right. At all.
I was walking in I had a hat on and I had a mask on, and I'm walking in just in the front. We're walking in with thousands of people in Arrowhead, and nobody noticed.
Oh my gosh.
There were rumors that we had been seeing each other, but I think people were like, what would they talk about?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I hinted on the Pat McAfee show that I was going to see if you would be willing to come see me rock the stage at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Since I've seen you make the stadium.
But nobody was like, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna see her there, and we're going to see her coming in through general admission.
No way this guy landed her. No chance. Hey. No chance that whole podcast thing worked.
I didn't believe it when you told me.
You manifested it.
I did, yes.
You summoned me. Here I am.
Andy Reid has recently revealed that he was the one who set you guys up. How true is this revelation by Big Red?
Whatever Andy Reid says, we're going to stand by.
We're not going to refute anything.
He says it.
Cupid,
that's what happened.
Big Red. It's all the same.
That's what happened. He's been friends with my dad. My dad is the most social man who's ever been born.
Shout out to Scott.
I was about to say, who's not friends with Scott?
He's just a maniac. He will make a friend in an airport in 1971, have a 5-minute conversation, and still be talking to that dude twice a week now. But he's like that with everyone he meets. Like he's able to have very many, very meaningful relationships. And it's a skill.
It's a talent.
Yeah. It is.
It is a mind-boggling talent that I have only known him to have.
Yeah. He's a savant.
It is impressive.
He's a savant. Social savant, my dad. And so he knows Andy, and Andy's been coming to shows for years and stuff like that. So I've always had like a really positive vibe about Andy Reid. I didn't really know what the sports were that he was doing, but I knew that was my dad's friend, Andy Reid.
You knew he was really
I
good.
now know he is literally the most iconic, legendary coach of all time.
Yeah.
And like from the way that you talk about him, his leadership style is I respect it so much.
Right.
Because I feel like it's done without like aggression or raising your voice or losing your composure. It's all very composed and focused.
Can happen.
He will rip you apart for sure.
But like not in
you got to be really like
but
not
I feel
running
like
the
it's,
plays he's calling.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, but it's not done. It's not overdone, right? Like if you get it from him, you deserve it, and you're going to shape up.
Exactly.
That's what I heard from
exactly.
you.
And there's validity to it. There's such a genuine like want to get better that him getting you to like do it the right way is it's like a disciplinary thing. It's just like he